And welcome to another edition of World Talk Rock Report with Kat Vecchione and Chuck Skull. Although on the marquee it says KT Vecchione and Chuck Slull. Hey Slull, how you doing?
Oh, just slowing everything, you know?
You little slow you.
Oh, slow it.
slowly going. Before we get started, I have to just give a little plug to Bonus Bingo for making good on their word for sending me the check that they promised me. There was a slight misunderstanding, and I'd like to say thank you, Albert and Chester. So with that being said, thank you. I appreciate it. And I made good on my word. Thank you. Okay, with that, show's on. And Skull, last week we were supposed to be talking about we were going to rag on TV shows.
Oh, yeah.
Remakes.
Yeah, the remakes, it's getting ridiculous now. The remakes and they're playing on nostalgia, not realizing that the shows they're picking weren't that good to begin with. They're doing a spin-off, I guess you'd call it, of Saved by the Smell. I mean, Belle.
Saved by the Smell. Saved by Hell is more like it.
And the only thing that came out of that show was a really bad film called Showgirls.
You took the words right out of my mouth, and that was the absolute worst movie I've ever, can I say, seen in my life. Sword. Yeah, that's the worst movie I ever saw in my whole life.
I had a roommate, when that film came out, I had a roommate who thought that was the greatest movie ever made. He literally lost his job over cutting out work to go see that film on opening day. And I can remember when it came out on VHS, he was PO'd because he threw a big party. All people did was make fun of the film, including the sequence when they're in the pool. I said, "Oh, look, she's snorkeling."
Was that snorkeling? Is that what they called that?
She was underwater for an awful long time. She had to be getting her air from somewhere.
Yeah, between her ears. That was horrible.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I think a 3-year-old could have written a better script.
Yeah, but what do you expect? It was
Elizabeth Berkley. Not
just that, but it was Mr. Me Too.
Me Three.
I'm trying to think of the producer's name. The one, Harvey Weinstein.
I was. It was on the tip of my tongue, and you did it again. Slow, Mr. Slow. Mr. Slow.
What can I say? It's a slow day.
It's a slow. This is only supposed to be an hour show tonight because of other things happening, but it may not wind up being that way.
Yeah, but anyway, so they think that's going to be a good idea to make that show.
You know what I was disappointed in? Well, I was disappointed in the first movie anyway, so I guess the suckiness of the second movie was
Okay, you broke up there for a bit, Kat. I couldn't.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I broke up.
Okay, now.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound fine now.
The first movie sucked. The second movie was suckier. Was Jumanji?
Oh, the remakes with The Rock? Yeah. People forget that's a remake because it was originally Robin Williams. Which, look, I like The Rock, but he's no Robin Williams.
Yeah, and I had the pleasure of getting the eyebrow in the mall at Christmas time back in the mid '90s, because his folks lived near me when I used to live in another area of Florida. And anyway, that's neither here nor there. But um, super super nice guy. He gave me the smile and the eyebrow because I go, oh my God, there's The Rock, and then my friends that were with me were going, yeah, you big dummy. It's because his parents live right near you. You big dummy. I was like, oh, I did not know that. So,
Yeah, no. Like I said, nothing against him. I normally enjoy him, but I don't watch any remakes, even though, like, yeah, I could watch Karen Gillian read the phone book, the redhead from the Jumanji films, because she came out of Doctor Who. One of the last good seasons of it, anyway. But between
you could watch Doctor Who doing Doctor What?
But yeah, they're going with the Saved by the Bell remake, and of course they did that other spinoff for the one Bob watches, Full House, because of the success of Full House and Cobra Kai. But
The only Full House I like is when I'm sitting at a poker table.
yeah, I was gonna say Dead Man's Hand.
No, that was Aces and Eights. That's two pair.
I thought it was Full House, Aces over Eights.
No, Aces and Eights. He just had two pair.
Oh, okay. For some reason I always thought it was
Okay, that was no, my recollection in poker school, he had just two pair aces over eights, aces and eights.
Yeah.
If he had aces full of eights, then he had a full house. But that's, I guess, the time for another
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
When we had Paul Seam on from one of the finalists of the World Series of Poker, who happened to be a good friend of mine. Our little poker world. Ooh, spooky. Can you believe it's October already?
Oh, I know.
I just can't get over it. It just seemed like yesterday was my birthday.
Yeah, don't feel bad. Because between then and now was my birthday as well.
I know. Does it seem like the older you get, the faster the years go by?
Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
I have no idea. Doing the math and realizing it's been almost 18 years since I left Hollywood.
And it seems like yesterday that I left Miami when I was on tour with Wig Party. However, now that I'm playing bass instead of lead guitar because of my physical capabilities, who knows, right?
Yeah, anything's possible.
Everything's possible. But anyway,
But like I said, the remake nonsense is getting bad now. The guy that did the Get Out film is going to remake Candyman.
oh, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, Tony Todd's best film, and he's going to get screwed on that one. Actually, they're remaking
Is it screwing the pooch? Is it screwing the pooch?
Yeah, well, and another film that Tony and I both worked on, The Crow, that's getting remade.
No.
Yeah. Me neither.
That would have been, if Brandon Lee were still alive, that would have been his crowning goal, making him an actor, to where he would have gotten a lot more roles.
He had constant roles, but I mean that film would have gotten big notice.
We're not talking egg rolls, folks. We're talking rolls and pictures. Oh, that was a boo joke.
It's okay. We won't hold it against you.
What will you hold against me?
We're not going to. I don't know yet, but you know you're loved anyway. So
I know I'm feeling the love.
As Morgan would say, nothing but love for you, baby. Nothing but love. No, we ought to get Morgan back on your show too here eventually too, because he's supposedly supposed to have another book, and be good to have him on.
You get another set of crayons.
Eventually, Chuck will put out his book.
And eventually I'll finish mine. I've been working on it for years now. Autobiography.
Last thing you want to read is anything I'd write.
Especially in crayon.
They're trying to find something even safer for me to use.
Even safer than that? Wow. I figure only crayons or magic markers would be used.
No, they don't even allow him to use magic markers.
I keep melting crayons. I keep melting the crayons and using it to sculpt C4.
Oh my god. Maybe they'll get you a Ghost Rider.
We have a comment from the chat room.
Yeah, this guy, Fitzpatrick, Ben Fitzpatrick. And it's not the same Ben Fitzpatrick, but, wow, yeah, he's definitely been active.
He says he wants Roger Earl from Foghat back on the show. We can probably make it happen.
No problem. Yeah, somebody put that deal together for us. I'm all for it.
Definitely be good. Definitely be good stuff. Oh,
I like good stuff.
Of course, we know you like that.
Oh, no, that's right. It was Charlie. Sorry. My bad. Sorry, short-term memory loss.
Of course.
It's called the brain stroke.
But no, some of the dumb stuff they've done, like that Land of the Lost movie, which was really bad.
No, that was People of the Lost.
Yeah.
Because that movie had absolutely nothing in common with
Land of the Lost. Yeah, it had nothing to do with it. Although it's funny, there's one scene actually in the background are actually Sid and Marty.
Were they like doing acid or something when? Oh no, they were doing acid when they did the TV show.
Yeah,
They were sober when they did the movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is this one true, Mickey? We got another Batman movie called Joker coming out.
Yes.
That's out.
That is true. It's out already.
It opened this week, setting records in the box office. It has has all the critics. They've all got their panties in a bunch over it. It's an origin story on the Joker.
And I heard rumors they're going to have a Batwoman movie coming out.
That's the TV series. They got what's his name?
I'm sorry, TV series. That's right.
Justin Bieber playing Batwoman, but said Roby.
Okay. Oh man, the entertainment industry has just gotten way too weird. I'm sticking with Hallmark.
It's. You look at the publicity shots, and I forget who it was online and said, "Oh my God, it's Justin Bieber as Batwoman."
Justin Bieber, wow. So you sure it's not someone with a butch haircut, like Jamie Lee Curtis?
That's what I'm saying, but I mean, like, yeah, it's that Ruby Rose chick from Orange is the New Black, something else I've never seen.
I watched that on Netflix, and truthfully, yeah, they can have it.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured that was a snooze fest. Or at least for me, anyway, so.
I mean, for me, it was just, I don't know, man, I saw that, and I'm like, no way.
I mean, granted, I like a good women prison flick. I've done quite a few, but
it's really, tell you the truth, it's The Orange is the New Black is more of a comedy than anything else. That's the big thing. It's more of a comedy.
And he says, "I swear Bieber makes my skin crawl. OMG." That's what he said in the chat room.
Yeah, I know, but that Joker film, that's Joaquin Phoenix. And what was it, yesterday morning? I think just off Friday's total, it had done $90 million. So it's on set to break Deadpool's opening weekend. So that's pretty good. Because the press, they've just had their knickers in a twist over this. They're like, oh, white men are going to come out and start shooting up theaters because of this film, and all that pathetic nonsense. But they're not saying anything about Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn film. No, I just said, the straight white male is going to be a problem. Oh my God.
Well, it just might be a problem.
And hopefully everything's nice and quiet at these theaters, because I mean, literally in New York, they've got the cops at the theaters, and because all the controversy they've caused over this Joker film. That the pathetic ones have caused.
Well, what do you expect?
Yeah.
It's it's New York, and if there wasn't those kind of people there, it wouldn't be New York.
Yeah, but I was in a theater in New York when they actually had riots, and it was over the Runaway. I wanted to say the Runaways, but no, it was. Which was a good film. But, some of the gangs did tear up the theaters a bit. God, that was back in the 70s.
Well, I went to a concert at the old Nassau Coliseum when in my late teens, when I went back home to visit my friends and my family there, and they just tore up the whole seat cushions. How they got knives and everything in there, I have no idea. But they tore the seats and just started throwing seat cushions and vandalizing the whole place. And it's like, you bunch of morons. Why? Why do you have to be a bunch of morons?
Yeah, you get that everywhere.
No, you don't get that everywhere. You get it when some more, one more. It takes one moron to start it, and it's like a cancer. It spreads.
That's the thing. We've got so many morons in the world. You can't do anything about it. We're starting to become outnumbered. Most of them are in office.
Oh, that's right, the Democrats. That's right. I forgot about them.
What, did you forget about Pocahontas?
Poker. See, poker again. We're bringing up poker.
Yeah.
Pocahontas.
Yeah, well, it looks like she's the front runner right now because they've already turned on Biden.
Oh, that's moron number 2, right?
Yeah, and Bernie just had a heart attack, so his campaign's done.
Didn't they make a remake about him? No, I didn't.
Yeah, they did. It's called Elizabeth. They figured giving him knockers would make him appealing. Wrong.
Elizabeth, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
My dog is scared because it's storming here. Oh, I feel bad for your little doggy, Ben.
Yeah, no, it's Yeah, it's a bad election cycle, I gotta say.
It's more like a menstrual cycle.
Yeah. Yeah, she hopped on it and went nag, 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 nag. Sorry, I had to go into Walterisms there.
Oh, and if you're living and if you're listening for the first time, folks, World Talk Rock Report, we are not PC.
No. Anything but. One of us wrote the joke that got Sam Kinison kicked off NBC. So, yeah, I'm not exactly PC. We keep it family, but we're not politically correct.
We're politically incorrect.
Unlike that clown Bill Maher, who's nothing but politically suck up.
Exactly. Says, yeah, it's been raining all day here. I forgot, where are you again? Tennessee?
It's been raining all week here.
Not you, Slully.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I can feel for Ben because it's raining all week here.
Is he in, no, or Kentucky? I know I forgot what state he was in. State of confusion? No, that's me. That's me. Yeah, Kentucky. Okay, I knew it was one of those. I got it right.
Well, with it raining, he's definitely not in a dry county.
Oh, wait a minute. Here, I got a classic one that was another sucky remake movie. The Island of Dr. Moron.
Okay, now, you see that one, I don't know, because it's a book, it's hard to go on the remake phase of it, because, like, every generation has their own Frankenstein film. Every generation has their own Dracula film, and it goes like every other generation gets Tarzan.
A new Howard the Duck. Sean Knight chimed in.
Actually, I heard rumors of that being done as a series. Look how dead in the water Disney is nowadays with all their damn remakes.
Disney might be getting some backlash from what I heard from religious groups after what Demi Lovato did.
What'd she do?
Well, she let herself be baptized in the River Jordan to just do a little something there, and they thought...
Yeah, but where she's getting the backlash from is a religious group, but it's called Islam.
Yeah,
that doesn't count.
Yeah, but Disney came down on it big time, thinking she's taking a different approach from what Disney wants to do, which is pretty much Disney exposing themselves to what they have always tried to absolutely deny, which shows you how stupid they are. And I mean,
what it comes down to with that whole thing was the. I'm trying to think of the right way to say it. She didn't go there and do a anti-Israel statement, which is what's got them all pissed off.
Yeah, because I was let me see if I can get this on Demi Lovato here again.
Yeah, no, I had read it the other day.
Yeah, I read up on her too with this one too. I actually went and I finally just went and I looked to decide to go to her profiles on Wikipedia and on IMDb to find out this one, and she was actually paid $150,000 to do this.
Well, to go on the trip, yeah. The payday wasn't baptismal. That was her own idea.
Yeah, she did. After posting pictures to Instagram, she immediately received backlash due to the occupation of Palestine, but later insisted that it was meant to be a spiritual experience, not a political statement.
Yeah, see, they're just upset that she's not in their club, basically.
And we have another opinion in the chat room. Disney sucks donkey butt. They screwed Star Wars.
Oh, God, yes, have they screwed up Star Wars. I'll make a good example of this. As a lot knows, that since I left Hollywood, I've been working retail. When I started at the store I'm working in, they had two sides of an aisle, which is a total of 64 feet, plus the 4 end caps, which is another 16 feet. 6, 4, 16. So that's 80 feet there, plus like 3 or 4 center aisle displays, which are, basically pallet-sized things. All Star Wars stuff. Well, when I was at work Friday night, I happened to go down that aisle, and we got 3 feet of Star Wars stuff.
Now, aren't they doing they're doing a whole another backstory on Star Wars now, too, and I found out there are a lot of...
Episode 9 is about to come out.
I did that much. I do know. Someone said they're going to do a backstory on Luke Skywalker.
No, this is supposed to be the end of it, because Mark Hamill's character is dead. They killed him in the last...
Oh, I know. Both Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill had a lot to say against it, and what I heard, they wanted to bring back the character of Lando Calrissian, but Billy D. Williams refused to return.
Do you blame him?
I don't blame him at all, man. For all the years that Billy D's been doing movies, come on. Harrison Ford, everything he's done, he hasn't done them as long as Billy D has, but let's face it, Harrison Ford, there are certain types of movies they're going to do, and there are movies that they won't do, and no one liked the direction Disney brought to it, and even George Lucas walked out after doing it.
Lucas calls them white slavers now. That's like, wow.
After what happened to Cameron Boyce, the fact that Cameron Boyce did have a chemical imbalance like he did, and the way Disney works these kids, I think Disney is responsible for Cameron Boyce's death.
Okay, that's one I didn't follow. So
he was on that TV show Jesse. He was the oldest, or the second oldest kid who have a crush on Debbie Ryan's character.
Okay, I still couldn't help you on that one, but...
And you never saw Descendants, so I guess you're the lucky one there.
Yeah.
My mother still watches this Disney stuff, and I'll tell you, I told her, I said, I didn't even tell my mother, I said, after what they did with Andy Mack, just to try and make that their big show, getting and having one of the characters basically be gay, and now they're going to have an openly gay character in a Disney movie, and not to mention how they're going to have a gay pride parade at Disneyland. Someone forgot that this is about the children and not about and not about political statements. You're going to go in,
Well,
and you're going
actually,
to in the end, you're telling the children, you're bringing up sex to them and who they like to have sex with.
well, no, it's who the head people at Disney want to have sex with.
Yeah. MIC.
Yeah.
See you at the
Anyway.
parade. KEY. Why? Because we want to be PC.
No, because that's the next step. They got the gay marriage. Now pedophile sex will be okay. But no, the gay characters and that's always been a thing. You know, the whole Frozen backstory that the alphabet community is always referring to.
Too many people are saying Walt Disney is rolling in his grave. I still know the stories and brought him up, you know, when I did my Say No to Disney thing, you know, and I still do a Say No to Disney campaign. You know, there are some people that canceled their trips to Disney, you know, and there was another mother that had their kids, getting their kids acting jobs, pushing for them to do that had contracts with Disney, and they played, a lot of times they played extras, or have a bit part where you'll hear them say something on Girl Meets World, and when you saw what was happening with those characters on Girl Meets World, what they were showing them, which now Rowan Blanchard is influenced by same sex and wants and considers herself lesbian now, but you know, she immediately got her kids out of that the contracts with Disney, and refused to let her kids even go back even for one thing there. Got her kids out of that contract, though. Who knows? The kids may never see Hollywood, you know, for all we know. But it's neither here nor there, you know. Those are parents taking a stand, you know. Disney cannot put dysfunction in these kids, you know, and Disney almost killed Demi Lovato. I mean, we saw what happened to Cameron Boyce.
You know, like I said, the whole child acting scene has been for decades. The only ones that have turned out at all sane out of there has been the kids out of Nick. You know, and you know, the most successful of them, she's turned out to be a real wingnut.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah. And she's another one. Cute kid, hell of a set of pipes on her. Girl can sing. But if she was a dog, she'd chase parked cars and they'd outsmart her.
It really would, you know. I mean, the way she was. I mean, her joining a bunch of the old Disney characters to sing in March of Our Lives, as I like to call it, for Stoneman Douglas, just so they could say, "Oh, we got to do this with the guns," and you're making these statements. Like I said, I call it March of Our Lives. You know, I mean, you know, it's you know, you finally, you know, the only one who I have not seen have any sort of backlash because of Disney was for, you know, the cast of Kickin' It, you know, especially Olivia Holt.
Yeah, like that's a show I'm not familiar with. So you're talking. So I have not watched TV and it's going on close to 10 years now.
Tell you the truth, I'm not too far behind you. I mean, you know, I got my Roku and I turn that on and I watch whatever I can there, you know. But even Netflix, you know, I have some of the new TV shows there. They have a guy, you know, they have a kid there, you know, in high school going gay, attracted to another guy, you know, and I'm like, right away, that blows it for me. I said, now they're going PC and instead of just being entertainment. You know, with the TV show, with that new show that they got called No Good Nick, and you know, and of course the reboot they did of One Day at a Time. You know, they got a daughter on there, you know, who is you know, a lesbian feminist who prefers the same sex. You know, when they just constantly kept going that route, you know, I stopped watching One Day at a Time. Hell, I haven't even watched season 3 of One Day at a Time. I refuse to now.
Well, I heard it's been canceled already.
Well, it should be canceled. They didn't keep it with they needed to keep a family atmosphere with it, with what the what they were trying to do with that show, and they didn't.
That's Netflix, and they're in trouble anyway. The stock is down. First time. The stock dropped this year. This year they had their first quarter with zero growth. They actually lost customers. They had a quarter where they lost customers because of what's being pushed. Like, I hopped on. I got literally like a dozen ads in like 2 hours on YouTube last night for Disney Plus because Disney owns everything. They've got all the Marvel movies, they got all the Fox TV shows, and they got the extremely impressive Disney library. So they're going to be able to rotate. The funny thing is, though, there's not a hell of a lot of classic Disney on the Disney network that they're coming out. They put out what they're going to show. And there's only a handful of classic Disney films, and most of them are from the 60s.
Of course. I mean, you're not going to... You won't see them put them out on Disney at all. At this point, they should be putting some of their classic movies on Disney itself.
If they did a channel that was just classic Disney, stuff like Scarecrow, Romney Marsh, all the stuff they did in the 50s and 60s that made that kind, Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, That Darn Cat, Escape to Witch Mountain. Okay, that was 70s. Although, once again, that was not a remake with the Croc. His cat calls him the Eyebrow.
I forgot there was one star that one person that was on Disney for a while that really actually came down on Disney. I'm trying to remember who it is. For all I know, it might have been Ben Savage who did. Who did say it, but really...
Fox Kid.
Or Fred Savage.
Fred Savage.
But,
which they now own.
Yeah, of course, a lot of people are, there are a lot of Last Man Standing fans, that think that they're going to cancel Last Man Standing again on Fox, and hoping that it has no success at its new time slot on Saturdays. I said they'll find a way to watch that one.
Yeah. I have a feeling that one's in no real danger.
If it's going to get ratings, they'd be stupid to bring it down and stupid to try to make them change it, because Tim Allen won't change it.
No. Not for love or money.
No, he wouldn't. And, just like, a lot of people are saying that...
He's got money. He doesn't care.
The other one that does that really talks against liberal politics is on Netflix with The Ranch. Everyone's saying that this was supposed to be the last scene of the season. They left you hanging on that one, too. And for all you know, they may be deciding to make a plan to go somewhere else instead to do it, because, now even a lot of these networks are now getting into doing streaming shows only now, too. I mean, I've already heard that CBS is really getting ready to run with network shows that are only shows that you can stream.
They're already doing that.
Oh, I know. I mean, they already did one episode of Big Brother like that too. It was just a show that you could watch on the CBS app, and they're talking about doing that again.
The new Star Trek show is on that, and it's tanking. And Picard's going to be on that.
Patrick Stewart's going to be on that? Wow.
Yeah. They're doing a whole new series about him 20 years after Star Trek. after him stepping down as commander or whatever.
Wow.
And to be honest, I think that's going to get a hell of a lot of views.
I don't think it would either. You could bring you could bring Captain Kirk back if you wanted to, man. You know, it's not going to work out. I think Star Trek and the seasons they try to do after that, I think it's been overdone at this point. I think after Deep Space Nine, they probably should have really taken a break and not even bothered doing stuff like Voyager, and I forget what the other one was called after they pretty much were on the United Paramount Network. They really should have taken a break because they got lucky with Star Trek: The Next Generation, just as popular as the original Star Trek. Deep Space Nine had its success too. Wasn't
but it was up
wasn't
against
as successful.
It was up against Babylon 5, and to be honest, Babylon 5 was a better show.
That I agree with. That I totally agree with.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Well, we got about 10 minutes left.
Yes, we do.
Since some of us have things to do and so forth and so on.
We do have there is a future guest coming on the show. I'm trying to get it set up to where it's going to be big for him, but one day I'll have to explain him after he's been on. Kat's been talking with him too, so.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
But we won't drop any names yet, so either way we'll make sure.
No name dropping. Not on this show.
Can we drop the use of a name like Elizabeth?
Elizabeth, I'm coming home to you, honey.
Every time I hear Elizabeth Warren speak, all I can think of is the business professor in Rodney Dangerfield's film Back to School. Someone teaches about business who's never actually run one.
You got this person that had no education in college for business management and knew it better than the professor.
Yeah.
Because he was always making the deals.
Yeah, well, that was the joke. The guy had made millions.
We also got to figure where we can put this business. How about Fantasyland?
Yeah. Exactly the scene I was thinking of.
So I think you made a fool of Dr. Bombay. Oh, Dr. Bombay, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
And he did not say the word some people are thinking of. He said a different word that we can't say live.
Yeah. Let's just say finally, male genitalia.
Oh, so you think
you
think that's funny, huh?
He didn't know Mr. Tracy's first name.
Wasn't it, Richard?
Yeah.
Or was it Richard?
I don't want to be a Richard about it, but.
Yeah, I really don't want to be a Richard head, but. You know,
what I've heard.
Okay. No, sometimes you have to be one.
Very true. From what I've heard, the one that's really starting to take over as far as the streaming, just to jump back on that one, that's really taking people away from that. There's two stations doing it, because one of them people don't have to pay for, And the other one people soon are not going to have to pay for, and that's YouTube and Sony Crackle.
Tubi's doing a good job too.
Oh yeah, Tubi does great. I love Tubi. Tubi doesn't do originals though. I mean, Sony Crackle does, and everything is fully paid for because they get advertisers.
Yeah, Sony Crackle is just that. It's Sony, so they've got a huge studio to work with to do this.
And YouTube Premiere is getting bigger and bigger to where if people pretty soon the YouTube Premiere stuff will actually be seen by everyone who doesn't pay for it either. They'll just be the ones who have the commercials.
All right, who's got the microwave on?
Who's backing up?
That was my AC unit in here. And once you guys get off, I'll be draining it.
Yeah.
So what? So this is what
draining something too, but that's different.
Draining you, Richard?
Yeah, I got it. It's a problem. Coffee, you don't buy it, you rent it.
Well, if you got to use the word New York police normally use, which is the Johnson.
Yeah.
Is that Mr. Johnson?
Or Magic.
Is that Mr. Magic Johnson? Look,
Magic.
Mom, no hands. Look, Mom, no feet. Look, Mom, no bricks. Look, Mom, no brains either.
Hey, quit talking about the House and Senate. Okay, well.
With that being said, it's that time again where we say, ciao, bello, ragazzi.
Yeah, hasta la bye-bye and bony notches.
That's bones and notches.
Nuns and Moses, whatever.
Oh, and I did get a new caregiver, by the way. I just had to throw that in there, and she's awesome.
Cool. Okay, folks, so till next time, play safe and have fun, gang.
And don't take any wooden nickels.
All right.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
I pirouette in the dark. I see the stars through me. Tired mechanical heart beat till the song disappears. Somebody make me feel alive.
Hey guys, thanks for watching, and